Welcome, guys, to my 6 highlights of Chelsea 2 Liverpool 1. Remember, I made you a promise that this video will always come after every Chelsea match. Win, lose, or draw, it will always come. This is where I give full analysis of our match, alright? And talking about this one, I think you should expect the boss of as usual, right? Because I always give blue balls for my man of the match, green balls for any excellent performance, yellow for any average performance, and red for any bad, atrocious performance. All right. Now, going by the result and the performances we put up yesterday, I don't think you should be expecting any form of yellow or red bosses, but you never can tell because I can come up with what you may not expect. But keep updated, all right? So, getting straight into this match, I think is a match that has analysis of. All right, we played very well from start to finish. Chelsea dominated the game. Okay, we made it very difficult for Liverpool. All right, I think Enzo Maresca, if there was any magic that happened in this game, it was the way Enzo Maresca set up the team. He set up the team in a way that many of us never expected. All right, Garnacho got a surprising start for me, but I was not that surprised because it's a match he needed to play, because Liverpool is a team he's already familiar with. All right, playing for England for couple of years right now is a team is very much familiar with, but it could come as a surprise to many because of he has not really hit the ground running so far. But I always say that the best way to get a player into form is by playing him constantly, and giving him a start yesterday, it paid off, all right, especially in the first half. In the first half, we saw how we came at Liverpool, all right, and that banger goal from Moses Caicedo. Why is it that he barely scores, but whatever he does, it's always a banger goal. It's always a goal that always contests, all right, that has a high chances of making goal of the season, not just goal of the month or goal of the week, goal of the season. Look at that goal. When was the last time you saw a goal like that? And now somehow we tend to switch in the second half. Beginning of the second half, under the first minute, Achapang made a mistake that almost led to a goal, but it's expected, especially when you play too much of back pass. I complained about that, all right. And then sometime along the line, we shoot off again. They got their equalizer. But I think there was one thing that happened yesterday, which I gave credit to Enzo Maresca on my post-match reaction. He never relented. He never lost hope. He never thought of, okay, let me defend right now, which would have been the worst thing that would have happened to us, because I always believe the best form of attack, the best form of defense is always attack, all right? Whenever you decide to say, okay, let me defend, and you allow teams to come at you, there is high chances that definitely they're going to get a goal against you, especially when you're playing a big side like Liverpool. So Enzo Maresca got it all right yesterday. I think getting into the bosses right now, I'm going to bring more details. So let's get straight to the bosses. The first boss is a blue boss from my man of the match, and as it may happen, also the Premier League man of the match, because if you have been following me up, you notice that in most cases my man of the match is not usually the matches man of the match. I pick my man of the match by the player that impresses me the most, and I think this opinion goes with everybody since he ended up being the Premier League man of the match. Moses Caicedo, he was electrifying. He was a solid rock. He was everything in that midfield yesterday. He showed Liverpool. He made Liverpool regret not ever signing him. Oh, no. Of course, not ever signing him. He made regret he rejecting them, because I remember he was asked after the match if the performance he put up to was it to hurt Liverpool because he rejected them. It was like, no, it has nothing to do with them, and we know it has nothing to do with them because ever since he joined Chelsea, apart from the first 2 matches he had a slow start to, the guy has been electrified. You can hardly pick a bad game since he's joined Chelsea. Yesterday he was man of the match and he deserved it. Well deserved, right? Straight to the second boss is a blue for, I want to give it to Achimpong and Badashir. All right, these lads, they made it difficult for Liverpool. They surprised me. And if we had choices, if we had to pick, come on, none of them would have made our starting backline. But because of injury, they were the only one available. Injury and red card, Chalaba, of course, they were the only one available. And yesterday, getting into that game, I don't think we were much confidence having them there. But bro, they put up a wonderful performance. They silenced Liverpool. The passes they were trying to those build up they tried to put up from the defense. It was all spot on, even though, of course, when you're making such passes, there are bound to be 1 or 2 mistakes. Just pray none would be costly, and luckily for us, none was costly. They played well, but unfortunately, they both left out injured. Which at this moment, I'm recording this, and I don't know how serious it is. I just pray it's not that serious, because we can do with this. Like, Who's gonna play? All right. Straight to the third boss is a blue for a man who has been able to silence all the highly rated wingers that we ever face in the world. Cucurella. Yesterday, Musala, please, can you tell me, did Musala play yesterday? Because I didn't see him in the field of play. He was in Cucurella's pocket. All right. He did not just pocketed Musala or whoever that tried to penetrate through that wing. He also got us an all important assist. That winning goal. Okay, Cucurella was him yesterday. He played perfectly well. He maintained his wing. He protected that place. He never allowed Musala. You and I know how dangerous Musala can be on every day, not just on the normal day, every day. But because of Cucurella yesterday, Musala was lost in that game. It's all credit to Cucurella. He played well. Straight to the fourth boss. The fourth boss is a green, for Enzo Fernandez. All right, I wouldn't have giving him that based on we always know how he tends to play. Sometimes to persist, but yesterday overall performance he was there. It's not easy. It's not easy in such a high intensity game. He was in the midfield, always trying to create something, always trying to be there, protect the game. And the game, remember that ball he laid for Cucurella, right? Even though there was a little slight delay in it, I believe that was the way he used to distract the Liverpool defense and players at large. And all of a sudden, he just laid the ball to Cucurella. He played well, at least for that assist, and should I say, yeah, that ball leading to the assist, leading to the goal. Enzo played very well. Enzo Fernandez played well. There are many names I need to mention, all right, but subsequent videos are going to come, all right. There are some players I need to pick out individually, especially the substitutes. They made a whole lot of change yesterday. Straight to the fifth boss. The fifth boss is a green for Estava. Of course, you should expect that you shouldn't expect anything like red. Okay, all right. Estava Williams, the match winner, the Brazilian wonder kid, the Chelsea future Ballon d'Or winner. You can argue with your keyboard, but I'm telling you the truth. This guy is the future. Look at that goal. Apart from that, he kept on knocking. All right. Look at that shot he had. The shot he had a few minutes leading to that goal, and the assist he almost had for that. No, that Enzo Fernandez. Yeah, I forgot to mention when I was talking about him. Made, if only that he arrived a bit early, okay, before the ball. Otherwise, it would have been if he had met the ball, like meeting the ball, it would have been a direct, it would have been an easy goal, a perfect goal. That lad is him, and I think, as I said, Enzo Maresca, everything he did yesterday, he got it all spot on. The time he brought him in, even though I was expecting him to start yesterday, but I think everything worked out fine. Estaval, he is the future star boy. If you don't agree with me, I give it a keyboard, right? Straight to the last boss, being the sixth boss, is a green again for a man I have given so much stick of late. Okay, you know, when someone does good, you praise them. When they do bad, you be kind enough to. I always say it, all right. I'm not full of negativity. No, that's not me. All right. When you play well, I agree with criticism. That's why. Listen, any player you see me, any player you see me criticize, or whoever, a coach or whatever you see me criticize, the reason I'm criticizing that player, that coach, Enzo Maresca deserves his flower, especially from me. All right. Yesterday he got everything spot on. The starting line, like myself, I was go and check my match build up. Even though I was close to, I was close. Yeah, I think that was about 95% or 90% my own match build up. All right. Even though I was a little bit confident who was going to play, but he got it. Like yesterday, I can't even tell. I'm being honest. I can't even tell where Rhys James and Gusto played. I don't even know who was the right back, who was the right back, and who was playing the midfield. That was Enzo Maresca's tactics, and I think it worked perfectly. All right, Liverpool came into that match yesterday hoping to win because of course, the injury crisis and everything we are facing right now. They thought they were going to win, but he outsmarted them the same way he did to PH in the final. This is a man that I believe that always tend to turn up in big matches like that. I think it's the only place he has to work on now is how to deal with unexpected outcomes in games like red cards. All right, look at the recent games. For the past 6 months now, we have lost 5 games, 4 red cards. We got red card in 4 of those games, and you can see that that's when he's still lacking. If he has to work on this, I think he's going to be one of the greatest managers ever live. I'm being honest. Thank you guys. Let's on to the next one.